Hey everybody, welcome back to Fomoria. This is episode 2 of the Quickstart adventure. You can go check it out yourself, the link's below if you'd like. And I forgot to thank McGlintlock last week because he's the developer of the Mörk Borg system, which we're using right now because there is no Fomoria system, or is there? Just kidding. He released it recently. Unfortunately, I can't migrate, or I didn't have the time to migrate all my stuff over to it, so we're going to be proceeding with Mörk Borg. But I will also drop a link to that down below. Just FYI, it is still might have some bugs, he mentioned. And also it's just for the quick start stuff. And he mentioned also that the rules may be shifting with the full retail release of this game. But you should be able to play the quick start perfectly fine. All right, brief recap. So you guys were in the Ivory Forest hearing the whispers of the missing folk. And you decided to investigate, and you know that generally when there is something that kind of uproots a community, you go visit the White Fingers, who is an eldritch being who is guarding this shrine. And it is known to give wisdom, advice, any kind of information that might be useful. And when you approached, it gave you a boon because it was Nohr who sacrificed a little bit of his lifeblood and 1 HP. To get that boon. And that boon is a bone fungi amalgam, which is a creature, a thing that he can summon by doing an occult test, which I forgot to do last time, by the way. And it sticks around for a stretch of time, which is more or less 15 minutes in Mörk Borg time. And it costs a weird, so that one is still here. But after that, you guys made your way, followed some tracks, to this little campsite here that we're at right now. You discovered a raven folk and a wolf folk, and they were guarding this giant hole that is just almost ready to collapse. Some kind of warm, rotting air is emanating from it. And after a brief conversation, it turned into combat because they would not let you pass. However, after the combat, they asked for mercy because they could not take you guys down. You guys overpowered them, killing their hound. And you gave them mercy. You took one of their lanterns and I believe armor? Did someone take armor?
Some shields, I think.
Shield? Yeah, some goods. Anyway, you guys took some stuff. Yeah. And before we close the session, Drell sent his little creature, which I already forgot what it is again.
Scuttle roach. It's a scuttle roach.
Scuttle roach down into this hole right up here to go scout out. And that's where we're going to begin. So, I think I asked last time before I botched the recording, but how far did the Scuttle Roach go? How long do you guys want to wait around?
So he kind of gave instructions to the Scuttle Roach. He like whispered to it, kind of Gandalf to the moth, and set him free down into the hole, just to like kind of like go down as far as you think you should. Mm-hmm. And kind of check out how deep this hole is and what, if anything, is at the bottom of it if he gets there. And he kind of says, if you go 15 minutes and you don't reach the bottom, come back up and let us know. And then so he sets it free and then walks back over to the fire. And I think he picks up one of their, I think they had short swords, like kind of like crappy short swords.
Yeah, they had some rusty short swords, yeah.
So he doesn't have a melee weapon. He only has his bow, which I think is pretty dangerous. So he's going to grab one of those short swords and kind of like start like, kind of just like test its weight, make sure that it feels okay until he can get an actual good weapon. But just in case he gets cornered or has to fight melee, he has something to defend himself with.
Yeah, let me grab that for you, and I will put it into your inventory. Okay. They relinquish it without any kind of protest. They're still kind of, hanging out, staring deeply into the fire, thankful that they're still living. Also, perhaps wondering what's going to happen to them now that they have failed in their charge. But you should have a short sword in your inventory now.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Hopefully you got it. All right.
So he'll tell the group like what is going on, that he did this.
Okay.
And he will Yeah, he'll say, the Scuttle Roach will be, he'll be back in a few minutes. He's scouting the hole to see how far down it goes.
Okay. So while that's going on, is there anything else anyone would like to do?
How much time has gone by since we left the White Fingers and did this and fought?
I don't know. Maybe like 15 to 20 minutes, I would say, in real in-game time. The fights are technically pretty quick, so even though it took us like 30 minutes.
Just keep a track for let us know when an hour goes by, because
you have to mark your gotta mark your lamp. So anybody, and I think, is it only you, Ozma, who has?
I think others have it.
Do you know what I mean? Do you have them lit? Does everybody have them lit, or what's the situation?
Well, no, we don't have them lit because we got this big campfire here.
Okay, so you don't have yours lit. Okay, so you snuffed the lantern while you were in the center area here with a campfire.
We snuffed it before because we wanted to sneak up on this light.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And then we took a lantern from them too.
Yeah, it's got an hour of oil in it.
Hour of oil. Yep.
And then mine is 6 plus my presence, so I have 7 hours of a lantern minus whatever time has gone by.
Yeah, which should be plenty of time for this adventure, unless you guys choose to camp out somewhere. But if
we can camp here safely. This fire is still here, right?
Yeah, it's still here. The wolf folk and the raven folk are still there as well, looking defeated, but still alive. It's up to you guys.
Did we ever ask why they're here?
They were.
Yeah, go ahead.
They were here because I forgot her name. I wrote it down, but I lost the paper.
Morgaska.
Morgaska. Yeah, this woman Morgaska told them to protect the hole. And so that's why they're here.
They also, just to remind you guys, they didn't mention that when you speak to her, that she has this flute that she typically will play immediately, and then your mind goes fuzzy, muddled, and you feel compelled to do her bidding. So as this raven folk and wolf folk are sitting here, they're kind of almost coming to this realization as if the fog is being lifted from their minds. And along with that, they, the rest of their memories pretty much that as to why they're here. But you can see this in their eyes. It's almost like they're silently coming to some kind of realization as they sit here staring at the fire.
Ozma will approach them.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Which one are you talking to? Either one or?
Both.
Both, okay.
Yeah.
They both look at you.
The hole. Who has already gone down this hole? Anyone?
The wolf folk looks up at you. None that I have seen. None that we have seen. We've been camping here for... And he looks up into the darkness above you guys. I can't remember.
Do you know how far down this hole goes?
I do not. I have not been down there.
Kill them. They are useless to us.
I say we send them down the hole.
Oh.
I think Drow looks over at them and will say, if one was meaning to go down to the bottom of this hole, how would they do so? I don't see a rope or a ladder or anything.
There are great roots that sprout from the walls. Pale in color, almost like appendages themselves. That is your best bet, unless you have some kind of climbing gear.
And this Morgaska is down there?
I think. And he kind of tries to find the truth of what he's saying and can't quite. He seems unsure of what he just told you. My mind is muddy.
Well, now that your mind is free of her dark magic, do you have a home to return to, someplace that you were taken from or forced to leave against your will?
Well, in truth, home is a very long way away. Myself and Krizik here, and he motions to the Raven folk. We have been traveling this ivory forest for some time, and Mogaska hired us, in fact, to guard this place. And when it comes to coin, I remember there was a price, but my pockets are empty. So I'm not quite sure what happened. Just the sound of that strange flute she has, it echoes in my mind.
Sounds to me as though you were taking advantage of. You were bamboozled.
It appears as such.
Is there any the thoughts of revenge in your heart?
Well, we are weak now and not ready for battle. I hate to admit it, but you bested us, and clearly we need more training and more time to get back to ourselves, but if we did have a moment with her, I perhaps would seek revenge.
Well, don't take it too hard. There were 2 of you and a mongrel, and there were 4 of us, and we are seasoned warriors. You were a worthy opponent, so you can leave with that to that you can take solace from.
And he grunts and nods to himself, looking away off into the darkness of the forest. So eventually you hear the little skittering legs, the clickety-clack of your little scuttle roach. And it
yes,
skitters over to you by the fire. And it crawls up, whispers.
Here, Marshmallow, come to me.
Marshmallow.
I like it. So it crawls up your arm, pss, 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 whispers in your ear.
Yes.
And you learn that this hole goes very, very deep. But you also learned that this wolf folk was telling the truth, that the walls of this hole are sprouting these large, pale roots all the way down. It does have a bottom, however. And the scuttle roach went down to the bottom, and it opens up and then goes up into a slope. But that's as far as it went. So the hole goes down, kind of twists and turns down, has a bottom, and then the chamber opens up larger, but then there's an incline leading off into the darkness. So it does flatten out.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Who wants it?
do we need to rest before we proceed? Anybody?
My HP's good. 1 omen, or what are I forgot what the
Weirds.
yeah.
Or no,
weird,
not the weird. You're
Threads?
talking about
The threads, right?
the threads.
Yeah, I have 1 thread, 1 weird, or
Yeah, the weird is used for using a boon, and then the threads are like the omens in Mörk Borg, basically. You can choose from, I think, 4 different things if you'd like to use one of those.
Yeah.
But you only regain those, I believe, with a full night's rest. So you guys can do a stretch rest, or not a stretch rest. I guess it is a short rest in Mörk Borg and Fomoria, where you gain. I think you have to have food and drink, which I believe you guys all have provisions. And it is. Let me pull up the rules really quickly here. I can't remember what you get back. I think it may be like D6 HP or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah,
is anybody down HP? I'm down 1. I'm 4 out of 5 right now.
I'm down 1, and I have 1 thread left.
So it might be worth it to take a quick rest.
Yeah.
Before we go.
All right.
Okay.
alrighty. So I believe there's a button on your character sheet
Let's see.
that should auto do everything.
All right. Short.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Sit down, catch your breath, recover. Sorry, it's D4 HP and SP, not D6.
Well, I was only missing 1 anyway, so it didn't matter. I did the wrong one.
And then also, I forgot to mention, there is weapon expertise in this.
Yeah.
So the way it works is every time you guys finish a fight, you roll a D6. And it is, let's see, on a 6, your expertise with the weapon type you used in combat increases by 1. And for every 3 levels of expertise, you can choose an expert feat for that weapon type, up to a max of 3 feats. So if we get into that, we'll use it, but you guys can feel free to roll each a D6.
We did last time.
Oh, you did already? Okay, I forgot about that. Did you guys gain anything or no?
Nope.
Okay.
None of us had 6.
Yeah, it was 5, 5, 1, 3.
Gotcha.
That's how I see it.
Okay, so you guys have a little bite to eat around the fire, relax, feel a little bit better. And the hole is still gaping to the northwest. What would you guys like to do next?
Ozma's going to creep on over by the hole.
Okay.
Yeah,
you look down and it's really dark, and you look closely and you do see what could be the beginnings of some of these roots. However, they are pretty thin from this height. You might have to climb down a little bit more to grab hold. But you do notice them upon closer inspection.
All right. So here's what Ozma's going to do. He's got a rope.
Oh, look at that.
Good.
And he's going to, what he plans on doing is when we make this climb down, he's going to tie the rope to his waist, and he's going to tie a few knots into the end of it, and he's going to try to secure those knots while he's climbing.
Okay.
And what you would see is basically he's got the knot end in his hands, and he like sticks it in a thing, goes down a little bit to where he can still reach it, pulls it out, carefully sticks it in there. He wants to make sure that if he loses his grip, he doesn't fall to the bottom.
Okay. And how are you securing the end of the rope?
With the knots.
No, but like where? Like in the side of the wall, on the dirt wall, or like where?
In the vine.
Okay, so you're gonna just tie that together? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as
Also,
you
the grappling hook.
It's like imagine a big wadded like knot at the end, and wherever the vines are connected, or there's a good spot to like adjust it in there. And but he made it's so that he can still pull it right back out and then put it in another one right below him, or right where he's at, crawl down a little bit.
Okay.
Very slow and tedious, but surviving method. Because he has no strength. I'm -1 in strength.
I think climbing is agility, actually. So,
is it?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Agility is defend, balance, swim, and climb.
Which has always been kind of a strange thing to me. I know it's that way in Dragonbane as well, because you think like it would be more brute strength versus how agile you are, but that seems to be a constant in a lot of these games.
You could do strength because strength includes grip.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you could do either. Like I think that the agility one would be like looking at Drell. He's not a goat, but he could. I mean, he has hooves, and so he might be able to make his way down the hole by like balancing on the ledges of these rocks and these vines. Whereas some people who don't have that might have to like,
death grip it,
strength their way down there.
Yeah. Okay, so you're prepping that, Ozma. You guys all see him doing this. What do the rest of you like to do?
Xylus is going to walk over to the wolfkin and the ravenkin, and just chat him up real quick before we descend. He says, I had a little think while I rested. I'm not going to kill you anymore. Because he was thinking about just killing him the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, but the bloodlust is gone. But make sure you don't fall to the rot, or I will come after you, sooner or later. And if you don't think you can make it out in the wild, just throw yourself down the hole and rid yourself of yourselves.
Damn.
Dang. So they look up at you, at first listening deeply, and then when you say that last bit, they frown.
There are no words of encouragement here. And then he walks away.
So you leave them, and
Just be a menace.
you leave them in lower spirits than they were already.
I love it. All right, so we need to make our way down this hole, and well, good luck, everyone.
Did your little bug friend tell you how deep this thing was?
He did indeed. It is very deep. It's going to take us quite a while to make it to the bottom, so make sure your handholds are secure. You don't want to fall.
Yeah, just meta-wise, gaming-wise, it'll take you guys about a stretch of time to get to the bottom. So around 15 minutes or so. Yeah, so it's going to be a slow, tough climb, but there are a plethora of routes. Okay, so you guys are all heading over there. I guess Ozma is the first one down. What are the rest of you guys? So you're mainly using your rope then? Okay. What about the rest of you guys? Are you guys just grabbing hold of the roots and shimming your way down, or letting him go down first? Or are you guys all going together?
Yours gonna go down with his grappling hook.
Okay.
Probably at the same time.
Okay. So you're using the grappling hook. Ozma's using his rope. What about Drell and Xylus?
I think I'm probably strong enough to just do it. I have a +3 on strength, so he could probably just climb down and move around as much as he wants. I don't know what.
Yeah, you guys can use
rolls.
Yeah. So I just want to get a sense of what you guys were doing, and then we can do the rolls.
But Drell, you said you're really weak.
Drell's not weak, but his.
But you can use. I mean, technically, it's agility for climbing.
Yeah.
Agility.
Technically, it's agility for climbing. And I think Drell's probably pretty agile, right?
He has a +1 in his agility and a -1 in his strength. So I think that he probably like scouts the edge of this hole and then finds good places. And he's almost going to like walk down. He's finding little spots where he can implant his hooves, and he kind of is walking down the vines and is nimbly like picking his way down this hole, like that. Not really climbing down, but more of like Like you would see a mountain goat walking on those like sheer cliff faces.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of doing that.
Okay, why doesn't everybody give me then an agility test?
Just real quick, Drill, your agility is +2 on your actual PDF character sheet.
Oh, I think it's because he lost agility because he lost his fingers, remember?
Yeah.
He suffered that attack and lost some fingers, so he permanently lost an agility point.
I forget, is 1 good?
No. Is 1? +1?
Ooh.
It's okay.
Well, no.
Oh, wait, you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. The only two
the...
who actually like prepared to climb down rolled 1s.
Well, you're using your grappling hook. Well, you rolled an 8 total, right? Oh, no, that's Drell. No. Yeah, oh man, you rolled the 1.
Only Kirk succeeded with a -1.
I'm definitely going to use, I forget what it's called in this game.
Oh, weird.
Oh, to
reroll?
No. That's your threads you use to do the Mörk Borg omen.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll use a thread.
Okay.
So we change that to 0.
And I'm going to lower the DR from 12 to 10 just because you guys have assistance.
We're all going to fall.
No, look at that. 20.
Hell yeah.
Okay, everybody else is taking their roll then? Okay, so you tumble you lose your grip, grab onto another root, that one snaps off, and you are falling down this hole.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else fell too, right?
Just me.
No, I passed.
You passed, okay. So yeah, you see your dong dong hitting the walls, jostling dirt free. Why doesn't everybody roll me a presence check as well?
There's a good 3 right there.
Man, these rolls are not... Oh, well, there's a good one. So Drell got a 15. Xylus got a 9. Okay. All right, I'm going to switch you guys over to a new map. And by the way, it is pitch dark in here. So who is going to have a lantern or a torch lit?
I'll light a lantern.
Okay.
And I have a massive crown of horns or antlers.
Yeah.
And so he's going to reach up and hang the lantern from one of his antlers.
Oh, that's cool.
So that it's hands free.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, you grab hold of these roots and slowly making your way down. Your tumbles and tumbles.
Boom, hitting the walls.
Put out your hands. Catch the sides.
You reach the bottom.
Oh no.
You crash, you roll down to the slope, and you take 3 damage from the fall.
Ooh. Glad
and you're also in pitch blackness right now. So I'll put you at the bottom. Yeah, in this game, remember, you darkness is bad.
Oh.
So you really want to light a lantern.
Yeah.
As soon as you can.
Oh.
How much damage do I take?
This is the bottom.
Tumble, and you also lose 3.
Boop.
And Xylus, you kind of keep an eye out, and you find a better route down, a quicker route. And so you make it all the way to the bottom safely. Whether or not you guys want to stay in the light or not is up to you.
I like that there's spiders crawling on it.
But are you going to... Yeah, out of that. Are you going to light a lantern or something, Jor? Or do you not have one?
I'm
pretty sure everybody
a torch?
has. Yeah, okay. So you're going to light the torch?
Do I need something? Yeah.
Okay, boom. All right, you light the torch.
And Xylus is going to light his lantern as well.
Okay. So if you right-click on your token, actually, let's do it for you. You can
right-click.
There's a little torch icon, and that'll...
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, but you guys make your way all the way to the bottom. Ozma tumbles down. To join Yor at the bottom, who is first to fall. And you find yourself at the bottom, and just like the little scuttle roach mentioned, there is a slope. So you see this tunnel.
Are we at the bottom right now?
Yeah, you guys are at the bottom. This is the bottom. So you see this tunnel sloping sharply further ahead. And why doesn't everybody roll me a presence check while you're down here? Okay, Ozma got a 17. Okay, it looks like Ozma is the only one who succeeded. So as you're taking stock of your surroundings, there's something strange about this tunnel. So while the hole itself was more or less what you would expect, just a dirt hole with these massive roots emanating or sprouting from the sides, this chamber looks like it used to be something else at one point. Like it used to be a some kind of hallway of some kind. But it's now twisted and fractured, and the floor is heaved up as if torn apart by some strange earthquake. So it's a very jagged chamber that's sloping upward. And it seems like a relatively straightforward climb up, if you'd like to go. But you also see down here is a hole, another hole. It's a narrow corridor. Probably you'd have to be on your hands and knees to crawl through it, or your stomach. But then
another hole like over here?
Yeah, this big black circle right here. That's another passageway leading into darkness. But then the slope leads upward into this broader chamber here. But other than that, it's quiet. There's nothing lurking about. No sign of any footprints, any bones, any carcasses, nothing like that.
You said it's really warm down here?
Yeah, the air is warmer. Strangely enough.
Is that normal, or is it?
No, I wouldn't say so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As I mentioned, it appears there's signs of a great earthquake has happened, and you surmise that maybe some hot air under the strata has released, or maybe it's something else. You don't quite know.
Well, are we sure we're going the right way? This has been painful.
Well, nothing's sure down here. Let's scout. You said this is like a hill going up.
Yeah, it's a slope that's going upward.
You should scout the whole area. Make sure there's nowhere else to go.
Indeed. I will send Marshmallow down this hole to see if there's anything of interest. I do not, really want to have to climb down another hole if we don't have to.
Exactly.
So he'll go to the edge and he'll release Marshmallow down into the hole.
Okay, you release Marshmallow down into the hole. It is narrow, it is cramped, it is twisting, it is turning. It's damp. After it comes back, it mentions that there is water dripping from the walls. Yeah, and it looks like there's also insects, other insects crawling about down there.
Had to get out of the way of the spider. It was creeping towards me.
Oh, there is little moving spiders.
Yeah. That's a foundry thing. But Xylus, as you are, I guess, closest to the northern part of this area, this hole, you detect a sound behind you. It's distant, but you can you can still make it out, and it's the sound of running water. And it seems to be coming from further up this chamber, up this slope.
Someone left the sink on.
Is the ground it's just rock, and you said it looks kind of like it was something.
Yeah, it's
some
dirt
sort of
rock.
Structured hallway.
Yeah, it almost looks like this hallway was at one point more orderly, less broken, and now it's been just twisted and cracked, and the earth is being upheaved as if there was an earthquake down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we're coming to investigate the missing villagers, which I'm guessing there was a lot of, do we see any disturbance in the dirt, like lots of feet and hooves and paws coming through here?
Yeah, you inspect more closely, and you do see among your own footprints, other footprints, kind of intermixed in here. It's really difficult to discern which way they went. It almost is kind of like a scattered, frantic movement. Some kind of lead up the slope, some go down this way, but it's very difficult to discern a direction that is, maybe like where everybody went, essentially.
Okay. So after getting the report back from Marshmallow about the walls and the moisture that is down in that hole, he will say, I think that we should probably try to see what's up this slope, and we can always return to this hole if we need to.
Okay. Are you okay? Jor, how do you pronounce your own name?
At this point, I don't even know. Ow.
Yes. Ow.
How do you spell that?
With a capital ow.
Ow. I thought you said Al, like A-L.
Oh, no. I'm in real pain.
I wish I had a way to help you. I don't have anything that I can give you to make you feel better.
I might. And I probably should. And I'll go ahead and try to heal both of us with my herbs.
Okay. Does that require a test, or is it just no? Okay.
No, we just heal. So here's your heal. Is it rolling? Is it being slow?
What did you click?
A D4 and roll. There it goes.
Nice.
All right. 4. So you get 4 hit points back.
This is definitely going to be 1 for you.
Oh, of course.
No, look at that. Double 4.
Nice.
Awesome.
So we're both back up to full.
All right. Good. All your scrapes and bruises and feel better after ingesting Ozma's whatever. Herbs, healing ointment, whatever it might be.
All right. So I guess we will, as a group, like all proceed up that slope.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll climb up it.
So you guys start climbing up. It's pretty easy at first, but you start to notice the soil is loose, and it requires more careful climbing. So I need a presence check from everybody, DR12, as you're looking for proper handholds. Ooh, Ozma! Wow, 20. Okay. All right, with Ozma's 20, I'll basically allow him to point out the best path so nobody else loses their way, since that is an amazing success. So you guys make your way all the way up the slope, carefully, cautiously, And then the tunnel starts to narrow back down again. The sound of water intensifies. And it sounds like a stream or a river, something like that.
I feel like we're inside of something that
Maybe
lives. This looks like a tummy.
looks like
it does look kind of like a stomach.
like a gizzard. Okay, you guys make your all the way to the top, and then like I said, the sound of water intensifies, and you smell something else other than dirt and rot, and that is roses. As you guys approach this small pool of water, and there's a big crack in the side of this wall that is having all of this black water spilling into this pond of sorts that is further rushing down another passage. But you smell roses. You see these blood red thorny roses sprouting from the cracks between the stones around you.
That is peculiar. How could they grow down here when there is no sun?
That's a good point.
Magic.
It must be. Only things that are like the fungus, mushrooms, those grow down here. A flower. It's got to be magic. It's got to be some sort of foul sorcery.
What if they're just cave roses? You know,
I have never heard of such a thing. Ozma, have you heard of this?
I'm the one who said that.
I know. Are you guessing, or have you heard of this before?
No, I've never heard of it, but what if maybe? I don't know.
There are many strange things in this world. I guess
you are the healer. Maybe they are useful.
Can I make a?
Or deadly.
What are you trying to do?
See if I can tell anything about these roses. Maybe even use my let's see, I have the Corax. That's what I am as a species. Says the Corax knows many things and it's never too much. Once per shift, I can ask the GM a question. There's a 3 in 6 chance that the information is false. So basically, you tell me something and then you roll a die and 1 to 3. You don't reveal what it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to reveal what it is. I'm going to roll it on my handy dandy little.
You tell me something about these flowers.
So what do you want to be? It's one. You can either choose 1 to 3 or 4 to 6. And which one do you want to be false and which one do you want to be true?
1 through 3 is true.
Is true? Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're just trying to deduce any information about these roses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So something just clicks in your mind as you're observing these roses. And you know a few things about them. You've never seen them yourself, but you've heard in the great knowledge you often seek. This is coming up in the catalog of your mind. And these roses, you don't remember the name of them, but you do know that they are deadly. Or you think they're deadly, I should say. Even though the smell is quite appealing.
Right.
They can do things to your mind, damage your mind.
Yeah.
But you also know that if you plug your nose and eat these roses, ingest them, they have healing properties. So you seem to remember, smelling can rot your mind to a degree, poison your mind. Mm-hmm. Eating can be helpful and healing. Yes.
Nobody smell the roses. If you smell them, you'll get sick. And I only have 1 poultice left.
It's too late. They're quite potent. I can smell them now as we stand here.
Stop smelling.
He like reaches out and
The
like
scent is filling the room. It's too late.
Quickly, we have to eat them all as quickly as possible.
So, yeah.
You go first, my friend.
Basically,
we have to eat them.
Yeah, smelling these roses, you think anyway that it's not just catching their aroma like in the vicinity, but it's inhaling the pollen itself, getting a nice whiff. So you don't think anyway you're in danger right now.
Ozma's gonna pick one of the roses off of a vine and eat it.
Okay. So you eat it and you feel even more invigorated. Feels good going down. It's a sweet, kind of bitter, tangy flavor, and it settles in your belly, and you feel just this sense of easing and in your stomach, and it radiates throughout your body. Are you missing any hit points?
No.
Too bad.
Which was the safest time to test this. So he's going to he wants to pluck these and put them in his herb pouch. This is he needs these.
Yeah. How many do you want to gather?
As many as I can within a little stretch of time. I'll turn. Hold on. I'll say these roses have medicinal effects. I feel wonderful after consuming that. I'm going to collect some of these for our journey further in. And he's going to pull his sickle out. And
let's say 2d4. Does that sound fair?
2d4 plus presence?
Yeah, that's fair. 2d4.
Like I'm using
what is your presence?
Plus 2.
Well, I guess we can. You could. I could be.
Or no, plus 1.
Okay, plus 1. Yeah, that's fine. So 2d4.
So that way I get 3.
You'll at least
for
get
sure.
3. Yeah, at least get 3. This may be too generous, but I have no idea. 5. So you got 5 plus 1, so 6. You have 6 roses you found. You were able to reach safely without breathing the pollen.
Nice.
The fact that you did not have to make a toughness roll to endure toxins says a lot about the properties of these roses.
What is the toughness rose?
No, this is good. This could help us in the future should we get hurt, which I don't know what will happen, but there's a good chance of it. And so while he is collecting these roses, I think that Drell is going to start looking at the pond and kind of like getting close to it and seeing if he can see like the other side, if there's a way to cross it without.
Yeah, you can go. You can go around it. So there is this big crack in the wall to the north, kind of in the ceiling, and it's spilling this dark water down into this pond, hitting the ground, and it's created kind of a depression, like a pond-esque depression. But then it continues to go further down, rushing near vertical. So it's almost like it would be like going down a waterfall at its base.
Ooh, something new to taste.
Is it is it a roll to go underneath this?
No, you can walk around the pond. Yeah. There's enough earth to get around, so yeah.
Okay, so perspective-wise, that falling black.
This map is like isometric-ish.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I get
so
it.
it's not like a full top-down map.
Okay. So it looks like we have no other way to go but down this river raft ride here.
There is the hole that we passed. We could always go back and attempt to go down. Looking at this, at the waterfall that goes down from here, does it look like we could navigate down it? Like does it look like it's even possible at all?
So you would probably just have to navigate yourself jumping in. There's really no way to kind of walk your way down in any fashion. But you think you could probably ride it like a water slide, basically. But it could be dangerous. Could be very dangerous. You don't know. It is a very fast current because it is near vertical, as I mentioned.
Wee.
Yeah, you're a duck. You should be fine. Or you're a platypus.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
and also the opening is very narrow, so it's not like it's a big cave where this water is going down. It's a very narrow area, so very well you could end up underwater, you think, potentially, at some point.
So what happens to Jor? He
jumped in.
Oh, you did?
In.
I missed that.
No, that's when he said we.
Oh crap! Okay, you jump in. You just
wait. Let's think about this. Wait.
No time to think.
Grab my hammer, you idiot.
If you guys want to try to catch him, there is enough time.
Nah.
No, you're gonna let him go? Okay.
Yeah, let him go. Let it ride.
It's a one shot. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that was just role play flavoring there.
Yeah.
We're gonna let him go.
Okay, so you just rush down this black water, and you are surrounded by darkness and foaming, splashing. You're bumping into roots and rocks and things like that. Give me an agility test, please. DR 12.
Agility's the only one I don't have a plus score.
Ooh, this will be great.
These will be fine.
Oh, 14.
I was watching that
Awesome.
20. It almost hit it.
Okay, so you are rushing down there. You seem to somehow be able to navigate this. You're like you are like a precog. Like you're just determining every twist and turn up and down. You're avoiding every rock, every root. You do briefly bump into something that's almost flesh-like an arm starts to flail, and then you just keep going all the way down, and then you detect that, so you're completely underwater. What I need you to do is roll me a d4. Yeah, roll me a d4. Okay, 3, and what is your toughness?
My token disappeared.
Oh, it did?
My toughness is...
Your toughness, I got it, is 1. So basically that's how long you can hold your breath for 4 rounds, which is long enough to, let's say you sploosh, travel all the way down, bumping into all manner of things, as I mentioned. And you detect that the tunnel arcs up. And you follow that, and you rise up to the surface. Gasping air, just in the nick of time. And you're in darkness too, by the way. You're wet. I mean, you find your air, everything around you is blackness, but you have this sense as you start coughing out all of the water that got in your lungs. You can hear your voice echoing above you, so you sense it's a very large chamber you're in, but you are in complete darkness.
Yeah, I'm assuming my torch is probably useless at this point.
Yeah, it might be like might take some time to light this thing. I'd probably do what was that? What did you say?
Talking to the others, do you think he's dead?
I don't know. He'll call.
He isn't. He ought to be.
Nohr, do you hear us? Nohr, are you okay?
Jor!
You just hear the rushing water. No response.
Maybe Scuttle wrote Marshmallow. Maybe Marshmallow can get down there safely.
We can try. Marshmallow, Go down just as far as you are in the air. If it gets to where you would have to go in the water in order to continue, come back.
Okay, so it Scuttle Roach scuttles away, crawling, I guess, on the upper area. And then after a time, it does come back and reports that it indeed does go completely underwater at some point.
Honestly, I can't think of anything I want to do less than be underwater in this at the bottom of this cave.
Exactly. We should have gone back to the hole.
Yes, we can still go back to the hole. I mean, if it doesn't help anyone if all four of us, one by one, drown at the bottom of this place, and no one will ever know what happened to us. Whereas if we go into the hole, perhaps we can find out what. Do you think all of those villagers went down this slide and into the water?
If they did, they're dead.
It's true, but I doubt that anybody who would have taken them would get much use out of. How many villagers are missing?
A number, you don't know. There's
a large amount.
A large amount of people are missing.
They're not going to get any use out of, however many large amount of villagers, drowned villagers. That's the point of that.
Yes. Let's go back to the hole.
I agree.
Okay, as you're treading water, or
I hope he's okay.
or searching for. Tell me what you're doing, as you're here in the darkness, breaching the surface of something, some body of water.
I think he's probably gonna start treading away from the sound of the water.
Okay.
Probably until he hopefully reaches land or a wall.
Yeah, so you, after a time, reach the shallows, reach the shore, and you roll out on top of it. And you're coughing out more water, still shaking from the fear of nearly drowning. And what I need you to do is, the darkness around you, it's just oppressive, it's all consuming. It feels like it's a heavy weight bearing down on you. I need you to test. Give me an occult check, please.
Ooh.
Which is the OCC button on your character sheet.
We don't have that button.
Oh, that's right. So just roll me. Yours is +0. So just roll me a d20, and we'll see what you get. 14.
Ooh.
Okay. But somehow, some way, despite the fact that you near drown, you push the darkness away, and it recedes into somewhere far away. But you do feel the need to get your torch dry and ready and lit again, because you know the darkness always returns.
Oh my God, he's so far away.
It's like, I didn't realize how big this map was. Holy crap.
Yeah. Zoomed out. So I'm like, where the hell is Ducky at? And I'm like, oh my goodness.
It does kind of look like an intestine.
Yeah, you guys are still guessing that it's that you're in the inside of something. I like it.
Well, hunger's in the name. Looks like I'm in a stomach. No, I'm just saying. For the whole, Ozma, I think, or you got +1 presence. You got +0. Ozma offers to lead the way into the hole.
Okay, so you guys went all the way down to the hole. All right, there we are. Move the map. Okay, so you lead your way down in there. Again, I think I have a wall in the way temporarily. Yes, there you go. So yeah, this narrow tunnel, you head into it. And it's twisting and turning, and as I mentioned, just like the Scuttle Roach mentioned, there are insects crawling everywhere. Mostly harmless, but still it gives you the heebie-jeebies. As they drop from the ceiling, crawl into your feathers, Ozma. And,
Oh my goodness.
you guys keep going down.
Oh, there's a drop here. It's not a big one. Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, this thing winds all the way around, getting narrow, getting wider, until it opens up into a very large chamber that's dry and appears safe.
There's more water here. Joy! Joy!
Are we getting the sense of Rose's
you actually hear Ozma now, distant. Sorry, Matt, what were you going to say?
I was asking if the sense of roses followed us here.
No.
Or if that was really only up at that one pool.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. The sense of roses is gone, with the exception of maybe a little bit of a smell coming from Ozma's belt pouch or something, wherever he's keeping these roses. But you guys make your way to this edge, and yeah, you hear someone shouting. It sounds like it's coming from above you. High up somewhere, echoing in this cavern.
Hello!
And you guys hear that as well.
Oh, we can hear him.
However distant. And where you guys are standing is a large drop. And you notice that there is a rope ladder here. It's rolled up, though, and anchored to the floor. Yeah, that's a rope ladder. It's all completely rolled up, tied up, anchored to this floor with these two iron spikes. And it's you kind of teeter on the edge, right where Ozma is. It's a drop into blackness down below.
Look here, a ladder.
Oh yes, this must have been a way the people have come before. And when I say people, I mean animal people like us.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Not the people.
What is a people?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time.
I have 3,000 feet of rope.
So,
you have what?
Yeah, I have 3,000 feet of rope. Is that a typo?
No,
it has to be.
That's exactly how much rope you have.
3,000. Yeah, it's probably 30 feet. Yeah, it was probably a typo. So Ozma, you see a light from above. No, sorry, you see light from above. And you see a silhouette holding a lantern, looking down in your direction. And I guess you're shouting his name still, right?
Yeah. You said 30 feet of rope?
Yeah, 30 feet.
All right, I fixed it. I liked it better when I had 3,000 feet.
I bet you did. But as you guys are kind of calling back to each other here and there, you hear this particularly well.
Oh, shit.
You hear what sounds like rubble falling to the west. Large rocks crashing upon each other. And you hear this guttural sound just coming. And then the screaming of people, the rending of flesh. You hear something terrible happening to the west, echoing through the corridor.
Who hears this?
Okay.
Xylus is gonna take a look at this ladder mechanism. Is there like anything? Is it like locked, or can I just?
No, you can unroll it. Yeah,
just roll it. Just push it off the side. Yeah, that's what he does.
Okay, it tumbles across over the edge, and looks climbable. Looks safe.
Yeah, and he yells down, we rolled a ladder.
Oops. Didn't mean to shoot.
Nohr is like absolutely petrified by what he's hearing.
And it just continues over the side. You hear screaming. You hear the sound of claws on stone, more rubble is falling, and eventually it starts to quiet. But then it's almost like the sound of eating, snapping of jaws, the tearing of flesh.
He's going to start slowly backing up, still watching the direction from where the sound's coming from.
Okay. Yeah,
Xylus doesn't like the silence. He's going to rush down the ladder.
Okay. You rush down the ladder.
Where's that end up at the bottom of this?
Yeah.
Right here.
So you head on down there. You climb down the ladder. You see this. You see a bright light, a lantern light. Or do you have a lantern or a torch?
I have a lantern.
You have a lantern. So you see this lantern making its way down, and it's your companion Xylus.
No.
Yours going to be whispering to himself.
Get the light away. Put out the light.
He's going to inspect you. He's looking to see if you are starting to succumb to rot or any type of infection or anything.
So you can cut him down if you need to.
Yeah.
I'm not infested, you fool. Look over there.
Ozma will also climb down the rope.
And I yell up, I'm like, he's down here. Why weren't you responding to our communications?
Do you not hear that?
Hear what?
I hear nothing.
And he perks up his ear to see whatever he's talking about.
So yeah, you actually you listen, and you don't hear anything except the lapping of this water at this underground lake pond. Other than that, it's pretty silent. Just the echo of the lapping water and your own conversation.
So Ozma will mimicry the sound of the water lapping. You mean that?
We need to go. Now.
Yes, we will go further.
I think you were in the darkness.
Start making his way to that ladder.
No, Jor, that is the wrong way. We came from this way. We have to go further.
No.
This way. And he points in the direction to the west.
West is best.
You don't.
We are here for a purpose, for a mission. We must find these villagers. Going back, there is nothing that way. We came down the hole, and honestly, happy that you are okay, that you did not drown.
Drell.
Come on, my friend. We will continue. All will be well.
There are no more villagers. Trust me when I say there are no more villagers.
I do not trust you. Tell me how you know this.
We all need to lay eyes on the remains, if there are remains.
And besides, you're the booned one. You're the fingers blessed you. You must come. You're the main character.
North, east, southwest. What direction is west again? Oh shit! As long as we're not heading west. Oh no.
That's where that's where you think you heard the sounds coming from. Yor, by the way, to the west.
If there is some creature, we will deal with it.
Yes. Yor, if somebody has killed the villagers, if it's some beast, something that dwells down here in the darkness, if the villagers are all dead, then we must kill this beast to prevent them from taking more. We are the only thing standing in the way. Now come now. Gather your courage. We must proceed.
Yor's gonna put his head down. He's reluctant, but he's gonna follow behind.
Okay. So why don't you guys tell me?
Petrified.
Okay. So Yor is definitely in the back. Who is taking lead? Heading west.
Probably Xylus, right?
Yeah, I'll take lead this time.
He's strong, boy.
Okay, Xylus. You keep making your way to the west.
I'll be right behind him.
This wide tunnel. The sound of the lapping water still echoing behind you. And you find a passage that is nearly blocked. There are these massive stones everywhere, and what stops you in your tracks, though, are carcasses everywhere. You see elf folk, ram folk, raven folk, bodies just completely torn to pieces. And it appears that there's these fungus mushrooms sprouting from their body. They're covered in this deep red liquid, but they're completely still. Their mouths are agape. Their flesh is torn.
Are they have succumbed to rot?
Yeah, it appears as such. Yeah, they're just all laying there sprawled around. Rib cages open, mouths wide open, torn to pieces. But they also have the strange red mushrooms growing out of them.
This is deeply concerning. We need to burn them. Look around you. Look at your feet. Look at the walls. They're everywhere.
Is this what you are afraid of, Jor? Spider.
So why doesn't everybody, as you guys see this site, everybody roll me a presence check?
All right.
Everybody make a sanity roll.
Oof. Ozma with a 2. Okay, Drell with a 15. Yor with a 9. So Drell, as you guys are standing here, quiet, looking at these things, you see an eyelid of one of the fallen twitch. And you see that.
So he has his bow drawn, and so he immediately goes to that.
Yeah. So you see this thing twitch. And you see... go ahead.
No, I was saying they all must be destroyed.
So he kind of creeps closer to this to get a better look. Maybe it was a trick of the light.
So give me an agility test as you're creeping closer to these fallen folk.
You said agility?
Agility.
Oh, so close.
Okay. So that's a 9, unfortunately. So as you do this, the bodies spring up to life, seemingly. But they're mutated, they're twisted, they're like tangled on each other. And let me see if I can show you guys what you see. Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
So
it took a second to see what all this is.
Yeah, exactly. So you see these folk that you knew well from your village stand upright. Their mouths are just split open. They have fungus growing off them. All this just thick red ichor all over their bodies. Teeth, mouths coming out of their chests in different areas. And they start to hungrily rush toward you.
Since I succeeded in my presence to see that, and as I was creeping closer, could I just say that I had my bow drawn and I just like release it? Like, without thinking?
Yeah. I'll give you like that free attack while
okay.
Once we get into combat here.
All right, so the one I was creeping towards is this bottom one. And so
let me
just immediately
all the combat.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna roll. You're gonna get a free attack, we'll say.
Okay.
And then we'll just do. Let me roll for everybody. Okay, there we go. There's initiative order. However, Drell, you get 1 free attack since you were at the ready.
Okay.
Actually, maybe I should do the.
So attack. What is the attack DR?
It is. No, it's 12. Standard.
Okay.
That's what I love about Mörk Borg. Everything's 12 unless you decide.
They change. I mean, like the Fomorian Hound had a 14 DR to hit,
right.
So it changes.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, standard's 12.
Standard 12.
Okay, cool. 16. You let loose an arrow into this one, right?
Correct.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
Nice.
So your arrow just like thunks through its skull and it flings back, but then it kind of lurches forward, still moving forward at you guys. Okay, let me begin the encounter. Okay, this one rushes at Xylus. Appendages and many mouths trying to eat your flesh. So give me a defense check.
Defense.
Yeah, it's
12 DR.
Yeah, if you click on
1d4.
defend at the bend. Oh yeah. It's just the standard, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it lashes out with bone-like claws, and it rakes across your armor, but you take no damage. But while you're this close, why don't you roll me a... Actually, never mind. Don't roll me anything. Right. Okay, now you're up, Xylus.
I'm going to counterattack the one that just attacked me.
Go for it. Just DR12. Standard.
All right.
Armor is, let's see. No armor.
Okay.
Oof. Okay, that's a miss.
Dang.
Unless you'd like to use a thread and re-roll or something. It's up to you.
The thread, that's the omen, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so
so that gives you, just as a reminder, it is... I think you can lower the DR, you can roll again, you can... I'm trying to find the page here.
Do max damage.
Yeah, max damage, re-roll any die roll, reduce damage dealt to you, negate a crit or fumble, lower the DR by 4.
I guess I'll re-roll the attack.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
That is a hit. Okay. So you slam your massive warhammer down into this thing, snapping bone for 2 damage.
Burn, you filth.
All right. And this one moves around, almost drawn to Ozma's light, making his way over here. So give me a defense check as this mouth opens from its chest, trying to consume you whole. Oh, did I tell you what the damage was?
You just rolled it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What did it roll? D6. Oh, perfect.
Yep. I got 2 hit points left.
Oh, shit. Okay, so this thing bites into you through your armor. You feel something leach into your bones. I need a toughness test. DR14.
It's a 14.
Okay, you succeed.
Nice.
So you feel some kind of poisonous thing leaching into your veins, but you fight it off. All right.
That excites and terrifies at the same time.
Yeah. And this other one climbs over the one that you just hit, Xylus, and lashes out at you with a strange clawed appendage, almost tentacle-like. Why don't you give me a defense check?
All right.
Give me 1 second.
Still standard?
Yeah, standard, and it's a D6 damage.
Oh, D6.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, this tentacle-like appendage takes 2 damage, biting through your armor. Why don't you give me a toughness test, DR14.
Sorry, how much damage did I take? 2?
Just 2 damage, yeah.
And a toughness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. You feel something, it's almost like living, like insects crawling into the wound, just swirling about inside you. Okay. And we're going to move on to Drell. You are up.
Yeah, so Drell, wide-eyed, has never seen anything like this, like begins to like scramble backwards.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to kind of he can see everything, but he's just like almost without like not even realizing what he's doing. He just can't help but like put some distance between them and him, and he will fire another arrow at the same one that he shot before.
Okay, this guy down here.
Yep.
All right, go for it. Oof. 6
goes wide, disappears into the darkness.
Okay. Next up is Johan.
So yours terrified at the sight of these villagers just mangled about. And so he's going to put his newfound friend.
Oh, you're bringing him back?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I need from you, you got to use a weird, and then you have to roll a cult, which I think yours is +0. Yeah. So that means you have to get a... Okay. 13. That'll do it. So sweet. Yeah, from some of the fallen bodies that are behind the boulders, as well as the mushrooms, you see this other figure rise. And you know it as the boon that was given to you by the White Fingers. So let me bring him back.
I apologize, everyone. My cat has been screaming for a fancy feast.
We can't hear it anyway. So where do you want him to appear? I guess I narrated it that he's back here, but you can put him anywhere you'd like. You can also, I'm going to say this guy looks different every time he rises from the ground. So why don't you tell us what this guy looks like? How big he is, how small he is, like... Just know that he's made of bone and fungi.
What if he's just an amalgamation of a few of these guys?
Okay.
Put together.
So he looks kind of like them, just not trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And
I'm actually gonna give him a man. Isn't there disadvantage in Mörk Borg? Am I crazy?
There is, yeah.
Actually, I'll just lower the DR because they're gonna probably think he's one of them, maybe unsuspecting these attacks.
I think that is Mörk Borg's version of advantage disadvantage.
It just lowers the DR.
Lowering or raising the DR. Right. Yeah.
It's been a while. Okay, so you channel this boon given you from White Fingers, and this thing erupts on the other side. I need to add him into combat. Oh, so let's let him go first, since he somehow rolled the best initiative out of anybody. But we're already further down, so why don't you have him? Go ahead and do whatever you want him to do.
Yeah, so he's gonna slowly kind of trudge forward, and start to pick off these two guys.
So which one are you gonna attack? This guy?
I think I'll do the one on
this guy.
Yeah,
you can target him. Okay.
Yeah.
So give me the attack roll. It's going to be a DR 10 to hit, though. Because they don't.
So do I just roll a D20?
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's just a hireling. Yeah, roll a D20, and then you just got to get a 10 or higher to attack or to hit.
Ooh.
Okay, 11 is success. So go ahead and roll me a D6. That's what his damage is. Let's see. Oh, lashes out at this one, stabbing it in the back. And it shrieks out in pain for 1 point of damage. Okay, now we are on to Ozma. As you are facing down this abomination, what do you want to do?
Ozma, he got bitten into by this thing, and as it happened, he looked at Jor and gave him the look of, yeah, you were right. We should have not gone this way. He is no fighter, but he will try for his life. I will target the one that is attacking me, and I will attack it with my sickle. What I miss?
Ooh. -1, unfortunately. That 12 would have been a success if you had that -1.
Would have been.
Okay.
Damn. You use one of your threads to lower the DR.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
You know what? Yeah, I may as well.
Okay, so then it is going to be a hit. So roll me some damage. And make sure to take off one of your threads.
It's let's see, it's a D4. 4 damage.
Okay. You have a scythe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you
sickle.
Sickle. You sweep this sickle through the air and it whistles and slices deeply into its flesh. Okay. So this guy moves around, spotting Xylus. Give me a defense check, Xylus, as this thing attacks you with its gaping mouth. Oh, no. Okay, it bites deeper. You take 3 damage. I also need you to give me a... As it bites into you, you feel that sensation yet again. And it intensifies. So what I need you to do is roll me a... Where am I? Roll me a presence check. Standard difficulty, 12. Okay, you fight it off though. You feel something just tickling the back of your brain, almost like making you go berserk. It's like tempting you to just go hog wild at who knows what. Okay.
Also,
yeah.
Real quick, Kirk, don't forget you have a shield and you can just let it break to ignore an attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, so this last one slithers from the fallen boulders and goes to the fungal amalgam. Bone fungi? I can't remember what it is. So why don't you roll me a roll me a defense check. Just roll me a d20. Okay, unfortunately, this thing recognizes the difference of you, and it's going to be a d6 damage. So 3 points of damage. It tears off some of the fungal growths and bones. That's 3. But not a sound emanates from this strange creature. Okay, but he's up next. If you guys want to keep the same initiative, right? That's what we decided?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so bone fungi amalgam. Roll me an attack roll. Whichever you'd like.
Can you switch initiative in this rule set?
I don't think so. I don't think you can wait. Let me check really quick.
I don't remember being able to.
Is the initiative, the way that it works in Fomoria, the same as it works in Mörk Borg?
Yeah.
So I remember right, it's you roll a d6, and that depends on who goes first, the bad guys or the good guys.
But then there's individual, yeah. It's all built.
But then I think
you
just go like whoever wants to go next goes. I don't think
yeah,
there's
it's up to you guys. Yeah, so within Foundry, it's kind of all built in such a way where it rolls the individual initiative. So it does the d6 or whatever, and then it does the individual. Yeah, that's weird because I figured.
Yeah, there's no rules for switching initiatives.
I think for this, I like the structured initiative for this. Just to throw this out there, last time I ran Mörk Borg, we used the death and space rules for initiative, where somebody went and then they picked who went next, and that included monsters. And that worked. I think that works really well for Mörk Borg. Just throw that out there. But
yeah,
since we're already in the middle of combat,
So typically, yeah, it's 1 to 3 enemies go first, 4 to 6 the Cabal goes first, which are you guys. And then for individual initiative, it's agility plus d6. Which is weird because this thing rolled it like basically you guys are all scattered in different areas. So it looks like 5 you guys rolled, yeah, I don't know. Roll all, roll NPCs. Anyway. I mean, we can clear the initiative if you guys want and just try it again. And then do classic Mörk Borg where...
Keeping it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay
want
with
to have
that.
him attack then, or wait? I'll allow you to wait if you want to wait for somebody else to go. It's fine.
No, I'll have him attack.
Okay.
He'll attack the same one too.
This guy right here, or was it this guy? No, it was this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. And it's just going to be a DR10. Oof.
Oh.
Free attack. So give me a defense check.
Roll me a D20.
As this
Great
thing,
dragon rolls tonight.
I know. Turns around. That's a failure, unfortunately. So claws lash out at your fungal bone amalgam, and it's going to be 2 more damage.
Ugh.
Okay, as more mushrooms and bones crumble to the ground. All right, this guy's up, so he throws its claws your direction, Xylus, the one right in front of you. So give me a defense check.
Here we go.
Nice.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay, you dodge out of the way. Which brings us to you. It's your turn.
Does activating a boon, is that an action?
Yeah. What is the boon you're trying to activate?
It's called Rekindle the Flame.
Mm-hmm.
It's I ignore the next dire injury I receive, and instead a glorious scorching retribution explodes out of you, dealing 1d10 fire damage to everything and everyone around you.
Oh shit.
So I just don't know when it actually activates.
So I think it'd be if you get hit one more time, it would activate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so you can use this boon if you want to, but you will forego your attack, but then if something hits you, then it will just explode into that fiery whatever it is.
Yeah, he activates it. So you see his like heat marks and like flames kind of start puffing out between his armored scales. Nice. The flame on his hammer gets a little more intense. Okay,
before we see if that fully materializes, I need an occult check from you. Because you always have to roll an occult to see if it works. Oh no, it should be a D20.
Oh.
And your occult is a -3. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
It was almost on the 20.
Okay, so when you fail a boon check, you suffer, what is it? It's like powers in Mörk Borg. It's what is it? Your D2. Let's see here. Yeah, you have to spend 1 weird and select the effect, then test occult DR12. On a success, the boon is wielded. On a failure, it is not, and you lose D2 HP and feel dizzy for an hour. During this time, you can still wield boons, but the DR is 14, and if they fail, they do so in the worst possible way for you.
Don't roll a 1.
I only have 1 HP left.
So
yeah, roll a 1, you die.
Oh. So
you just got to roll a D2. Or I can do it for you if you want. If you hit /R space D2, that'll do it. Or you can roll a D6 and we can just, 1 to 3 is a 1, 4 to 6 is a 2.
Yeah, I'll do that because.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a 2.
Oh no. All right. So this deep flaming energy erupts inside you, but then brings you down. So you lose 2 hit points. Oh shit, you only have 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you come to 0 HP in this game...
Oh, I was wrong. It's the opposite.
What?
It says 0 HP. If you drop to 0, you're broken. If you go into negative points, you're dead.
Yeah. So basically what I got to do is this affects you in a dire injury fashion. So why don't you roll me a d10 and we'll see what you get.
Goodness gracious.
5.
Even though he still has 1 hit point?
No. I thought you took... Did you take... Oh, I thought you went to 0.
I did.
Okay.
He had 1. He had 1 left, and then he lost 2.
Okay, I thought that 1 was after he had lost those 2 hit points.
Okay, so you rolled a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this intense energy that was bubbling up inside you, it's almost like it uppercuts you in the face. And now you have a mangled mandible. Your jaw is shattered, making speech and eating agonizing. You lose -1 toughness and -1 presence.
Ugh.
I know, brutal.
0
that's
toughness, and now I'm -1 presence.
Yeah.
Dang.
But you're not dead.
Yeah.
You have to go to, let me see.
Okay, so this is more forgiving than Mörk Borg.
Yeah, it is more forgiving.
Okay.
I think it's negative your max HP.
Yeah, it says you die if you go under -6 in any ability score as a result of a dire injury.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. So basically, you're going to keep taking every damage you suffer. You're going to keep doing another, I guess, dire energy, or like any ability score. So yeah, it sounds like if your toughness drops, I guess, to -6, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't mean to roll.
That's okay.
Cheater.
All right, Ozma. The one in front of you goes again for another bite. Give me a defense check, please. Okay, you dodge out of the way successfully. And another one goes for you, Xylus, the second one in front of you. Why don't you roll me a defense check?
All right.
Oof. Okay.
Be dead.
-1 damage. Or sorry, 1 damage, so you're down another 1.
Roll a d10.
I don't actually... I don't know. It says when you reach 0 and when taking damage... Oh yeah, when taking damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll another d10.
Jesus.
Xylus is getting hammered here.
4.
4? Okay. Oh shit. So this tentacle-like appendage that is just, it's full of like teeth and claws and horns like that is on Drell's head, just tears into your torso. So this is internal hemorrhage. You are wounded beyond aid. Your death is certain. Make your last D4 rounds count. So
amazing.
Roll a D4 for me. And this is how long that Xylus will stand. Okay, 3 more rounds. So let me get a counter up here. It's all right. We got more pre-gens. Maybe there's some folk hidden in here.
I
somewhere.
agree. There are 8 pre-gens. So if it's a party wipe, bring in the other 4.
Yeah. All right, Drell, you're up.
Okay. I don't know how much of this I can do in this round. So there's a few things I want to try to do.
Okay.
So the first thing he's going to do is he is going to pull out Marshmallow, and he's going to whisper to Marshmallow,
"Bring the eagles.
Go return to the surface. You know the way. Find Jotna. Let him know what has happened here.
Oh,
Send reinforcements. We will try to survive this if we can, but if we cannot, we must. The mission must continue. And he's going to release the scuttle roach.
Okay, he flutters away into the darkness behind you.
So, would you consider that my action?
No, I'll say you can go ahead and also go. I'll say you can get this brief speech out.
He would like to try to use one of his weirds.
You want to use a boon?
Yeah.
Okay. So which one do you want to use?
Boon. He would like to invoke the Pact of the Arachnid.
Sounds cool.
So I guess he's got to make an occult roll, DR12.
Yep.
Okay, his occult
First and foremost.
He has a +3 in occult. So let's see, it's 3.
So the odds are good. Ooh, not good enough.
It does not succeed.
Do you have another? No more
one.
threads. Okay, so now, upon failure, you also lose D2 hit points.
All right. So
go ahead.
1 and 2 is 1. 3 and 4 is 2.
Okay.
All right, that's 2.
Okay, let's see here. Boon is wielded. Failure. So you're dizzy. You lose D2 HP and feel dizzy for an hour. During this time, you can still wield. Okay, so if you want to use a boon again for the next hour, it's a DR14.
Okay.
All right, you're up.
So, Yor really wants to run because he was right, and he just
Yor was right.
No shame in running.
He sees Marshmallow flutter off, and he's like, I gotta go too.
But I think you're the character would do that, but you're the player is going to actually help out Ozma and
attack,
rush this guy.
Boy, wait till you see me run away.
I hope you can get away. Where's my attack button? There it is. Is it a DR14?
No, 12 standard.
Ooh.
Found another typo.
Did you roll your attack? I didn't see attack roll yet.
Oh, I asked if they had armor. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. No armor.
No armor. Everything was set up for hard mode from last round.
Dang.
Okay. Fortunately, your dagger just whistles through the air, not cutting flesh at all. Ozma, you're up.
All right, I think I might use a boon called the Leech's Hunger.
Oh man, hopefully you can make this a occult check.
But let me read this.
Yeah, read it.
It had this typo in it. It made it hilarious. It says a single black leech. I think it's supposed to say writhes in your palm, but it says he writes in your palm. And he's eager for flesh. So I just imagine a little leech writing in his journal, and I'm like shaking him up, getting him angry so he gets hungry. But I throw it at a creature as a range attack. If it hits, it deals D6 damage and heals me for half of the result.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah. So you're gonna fling it at the one in front of you?
I'm gonna roll a 50-50 first.
Okay.
Well,
I guess you got to roll the occult check before you do anything.
No, before I do anything, I'm seeing if he's going to run away or do this.
Oh, you're going to... Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you said the space, right?
It's /R space D2.
Oh, /R space D2.
Dang it. All right, click my macro.
That's okay.
All right. He's going to stay and do it.
Stay and do it? All right, so give me an occult check.
Default check is +2. So we'll do that +2. And roll.
Oh, dang.
Failure. Unless you have a thread.
No, everyone's out of threads.
Okay, so another D2 damage. So you suffer 1 point of damage and are very dizzy.
All right.
Okay.
Should have ran
one. Yeah, roll me a defense check as this third abomination attacks you, Xylus.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Brutal.
Danced all around that thing.
Okay.
0 damage taken.
That's good. Oh, I guess you didn't take any damage. Okay, so you don't need to roll again on the...
Well, I'm going to die in 2 more rounds.
You're already dying, so...
Or 3 rounds, whatever it was.
Yeah, okay, so this one is attacking, right over here, is attacking your bone fungal amalgam. So roll me a d20, Yor, and we'll see if this thing can get away. Oh, man! The rolls are so bad. So that's double damage, right?
Luck.
I believe that's double damage.
Yeah.
So it's going to suffer 5 points of damage, and it just cleaves this thing in 2. And it falls into a pile of bone and nasty fungus.
Oh, man.
So the amalgam
Oh, no.
has fallen. This is feeling like Mörk Borg, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It sure is, yeah.
All right, give me another defense check as this other one attacks you, Xylus, right in front of you.
So...
Yeah, okay. So you feel a burst of energy and somehow dodge out of the way. And it's your turn now.
All right, and he's gonna... What was the one that just attacked him or tried to? This one? That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I could tell you, if you want to know which one looks weaker, I can tell you that.
Yeah, which one looks the weakest?
This one is wounded.
Okay.
The other one is not. Actually, sorry. This one's wounded, and this one's wounded.
Okay.
This one right in the middle is not wounded. Nice.
Yeah.
That's one damage. I guess you're weakened, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just uninstall Foundry.
Yeah, just delete my account.
Yeah, just quit it.
I'm gonna leave the country.
All right, I'm gonna roll a directional die to see which one this attacks, either Ozma or Yor. Let's see here. Okay, that looks like it's gonna be an Ozma attack, so roll me a defense check.
Roll.
It bites at your flesh. Whoa, look at that. So you get a free attack.
Free attack.
Hell yeah.
Things are turning around.
4 damage, and you just cleave this thing in 2 with your sickle. And it crumples to the ground in a bloody fungal heap. Okay, and this one right in front of you that looks fresh and full of nasty rotting vitality attacks you, Xylus, so give me another defense check.
We're rolling.
You fail?
He has a -1 on agility, yeah.
Oh, dang. Take 2 more damage. Okay, roll me another d10 and let's see what this dire table... Let me get back to it.
9.
9. Where did my table go? A 9. Okay, you feel your ribs, all the bones in your body cracking and splintering, causing unbearable agony. You lose -2 agility and -1 strength.
He's got a broken jaw,
Dude.
broken ribs.
Xylus,
How much?
though,
-1 strength and what was the other
negative 2
thing?
agility.
Holy shit.
All right.
I know, this is crazy. All right, Drell, you're up.
All right. Drell's going to shoot another arrow into the guy who he's already the only guy that he's attacked so far.
Was it this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, he's kind of teetering. He's losing some limbs lying at his feet because of the damage he suffered. Okay, that's a success. All right. And somehow, some way, your arrow just hits it in what you think is its neck, and its head flops over backwards, and it collapses to the ground.
Woo! And I think that Drell is going to draw his short sword.
Okay.
And he's going to charge in. He sees
Xylus having a tough time.
Yeah, he sees Xylus like taking all these hits, and he's like, I'm not going to let this continue happening. Not aware that Xylus is dead already.
Yeah.
And that's going to be his turn.
Okay, you're up as you see this abomination collapse in front of Ozma and you. What do you want to do?
Seeing it collapse, he's going to go for the one down here. Oh no, that one's dead, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's only 2 standing right in front of Xylus.
There we go.
And this guy, that he's still alive too, right?
No, he's dead. Is he? Oh wait, no, yeah, he's alive. Sorry, there's 3. I was looking at the skull on the fungal guy.
Oh no!
Oh,
It's not a 1 though.
no.
Yeah.
That's bright side of things. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so your attack misses. Ozma, you're up.
Let's eat one of those roses.
Okay.
What does it do?
Roll me a d4. You gain 4 HP back as
All right,
you
I'm back.
consume this rose.
All right.
All right, that's your turn. Okay, so this last one storms across the body of its fallen, I guess, comrade. You're the squelch and the snap of bones. And it attacks you, Ozma. So why don't you give me a... Okay, you successfully reinvigorated. You dodge out of the way as its many claws whistle through the wind. All right, and this one right in front of you, it looks like it's bleeding profusely, but it is still hungering for your blood. So Xylus, give me a defense check. Yo!
Holy shit.
You take damage. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 damage. All right, roll me another. Roll me another. What do you get?
3.
A 3. Okay, so this thing actually swings up this tentacle thing that has almost like a jaw and claws coming out of it, upward swing, and completely severs your arm with your shield, and that drops to the ground. Your arm is amputated or damaged beyond repair. You lose -2 strength.
Oh, so he dies.
Is that it? He's
Did you
-6
hit -6?
on strength?
No, I'm at 0 strength.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
you have to negative in your so yeah, once anytime you take damage, it seems like you start rolling on this table to see how many your ability scores drop, and once you get to a -6, you're done. You're dead.
That's right. Okay.
So it's a really cool effect versus hit points. I like it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking brutal. All right, Xylus, you're standing there, blood spurting out of your shield arm, but you are still on your feet. What would you like to do?
He's standing there. His arm just got cut off, and he's like kind of like staring at the stump. He's like, the flame has abandoned me, and he's And he doesn't, and he just starts like, and because he's very much carrying on adrenaline alone right now.
Yeah.
And he just goes out for one more desperate attack.
Okay. And which one are you attacking?
The one
that's damaged?
Right. I think
I guess this both are damaged. Yeah, this one is the one that looks weakened.
I think that's what I attacked before.
All right. Let's see if you can make this hit. Oh, dang.
Oh, there we go.
Hell yeah. So you destroy this thing. Tell me how Xylus destroys it.
He's lumbering, and his hammer is basically dragging it on the ground, and he like uses all the strength he has left to like go like over his head and just piles it down, like basically pile drives this creature down into the earth with his hammer.
Nice. Just blood and bone sprays.
Like a bloody red mist.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, you are making the last round of your life count. That's what we're on right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, the one that is standing tall in front of you tries to attack Xylus. Give me a defense check.
It's
that's one.
Oh no! Jesus Christ!
Damn, 7
damage. Roll me a d10. 4, which is okay. It's the same thing. So I guess we can just say you just drop to your knees and die.
Yeah.
This is the final. Tell me how does Xylus go out as this last attack hits your flesh?
He just with his hammer is squashed that one like down, and kind of like falls over he kneels. Like while still holding the hammer upright, he kind of like falls to his knees and kneels like on the hammer, and then it's like his scales and body are kind of just sort of keeping him upright. So he looks sort of peaceful in the most brutal way possible. but yeah, he just kind of like kneels, and the flame on the hammer goes dark.
Oh,
it goes out.
Okay.
Because it's basically his life force kind of keeping it alive in my head anyway.
Okay. The last Xylus's last stand, and he collapses to the ground. All right, Darrell, you're up as you see your companion fall to his death.
Yeah, Drell, I think he probably like sees this happen and like immediately like his, he begins to like weep, but like through it, he just kind of like fights through this, and over top of where Xylus is knelt, he will swing his short sword into the same one that dealt that finishing blow.
Okay. Oh.
And cut into the back of Xylus's head.
Oh. Dang. No. What a sad ending. All right, you're up as Xylus falls to your feet, dead.
So seeing Xylus fall, Yor is kind of just consumed by rage at this point and just starts swinging.
Yeah, there's one in front of you, the one that killed Xylus, and there's one in front of Ozma to your right, so it's up to you.
Oh.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Your wild swings of your dagger hit nothing but air. All right, Ozma, you're up. You're on mute, Ozma.
Ozma will raise his sickle up.
Okay.
Target this other one. This one here, right?
Is this one dead? Yeah.
All right.
That one. You got the right one.
So he's gonna raise his sickle up, and his mouth is just his beak will open wide, and you all hear him mimic exactly perfectly Xylus. And he'll just say, the rot filth must burn. And he's gonna attack this one.
All right. Oh,
I hate these fucking dice.
these dice are brutal. All right.
It's so brutal.
And in response, this thing it's like a guttural laugh in your face, but you're not sure if it's just air bubbling up in its throat. But it lashes out to attack you. Give me a defense check, Ozma. Okay. You successfully dodge out of the way. And we are back to the top. There's very few people left. But this one here in front of you, after dodging your many dagger strikes, attacks you. Give me a defense check. Okay, nice. All right. You dodge out of the way. Drell, you're up.
Drell is going to rush over to... Oh, this guy's dead. Who's still alive? 2 of them?
2. The one in front of Ozma, and then the one in front of Xylus still, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move him just so I can see him.
Yeah, I can actually let me remove the ones that are dead so you guys don't have to worry about it.
It was better when Foundry had the whole skull cover the token.
Well, it does happen, I think. So I manually did that. If it automates you to 0, it will do that. But for whatever reason, yeah.
Because I was used to the bigger skull. Now it puts these tiny skulls.
Yeah.
So he'll swing the short sword at that guy.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, it's a hit.
We'll take it too.
All right, yeah. You cut into its nasty.
About time we start rolling.
I know. All right, you're up. As Drell's blade cuts into the flesh of the one right in front of you.
He's gonna start swinging again. Hopefully hit it.
That looks like a swing and a hit. Oh, yeah. Nice. 4 damage. Okay. So you cut one of its limbs off and it slaps on the floor like wet meat. And it's kind of swaying on its feet, but it's snarling in your face. And Ozma, you're up. Okay. Your sickle does not make contact. And it comes back at you, the one you're facing down. Roll me a defense check.
Defense.
See if you are able to dodge out of the way. Yes.
Yeah.
Another
dodge. There we go.
Okay. We're almost there. But this one, I'm going to roll a directional because this one is between Yor and Drell. I'm going to roll this and see who attacks. It looks like it's going to be Yor, so why don't you give me a defense check, Mr. Duckworth, and we'll see what happens here. Ooh, it was almost on that one. Okay. You take 2 damage as another saw-like appendage cuts into your flesh. Drell, you're up.
All right, another short sword attack.
Okay.
So he's just like at this point, like through tears, rage slashing, just like over and over.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. You just go in an absolute fury, and you hack this thing to bits, just in pulp, is lying on the ground.
And then he is going to use movement to run over to this last guy. And this is very out of character for him. He's very much a stoic, like believes in like the stillness, and that's where his strength is derived. And so anybody observing this would be like, Drell has kind of lost it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. You're up as you see Drell just hack this one in front of you to just a bloody pulp and then stride confidently over into near Ozma.
He's gonna hesitate for a second and look down at Xylus, and his face just kind of goes blank at this point, and he kind of walks up with his dagger and hopefully hits.
Yeah.
There we go. Max damage.
Okay, and that is enough. You fell this thing. How does your take him out? It out, I should say, not a him.
He's gonna slowly walk up behind it and just take his dagger from the top of its, what he thinks maybe is the head, and just run it down its back all the way down until it falls.
Like you do it just like all cool, calm, and collected.
He's like, yeah, basically, but he's gone. Seeing his friend die like that and getting mangled, he's in a different place.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys are standing here just absolutely covered in blood, one of your companions lying amid the heap, you almost can't even see where he is. There's just blood and gore everywhere. The lantern light just kind of swelling in this very empty space, and you feel utterly alone. More alone than you've ever felt. And I guess that's where we're going to end the session, everybody.
Damn.
That was a brutal fight.
Yeah.
You know what was even worse is these things technically heal D4 HP per round. And I was like, you know what? I was like, you guys are having a hard enough time. You guys don't need that. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. That was demonstrating a very brutal Mörk Borgian, Fomorian, I should say, fight. We'll see if Jotna comes to the aid of this cabal next time. Thank you, McGlenlock, for the Mörk Borg system. Don't forget to check out the Fomoria system that has just released right now. And we will see you guys in the next video.